So, good morning or afternoon, whatever it is. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So, this reading is for growth purposes, or things that we're going to change, or things that we're struggling with changing. But it's definitely something that's on your mind. This could be Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is for the end of April to the end of May, but these are also timeless. I feel like people will come across them when they need to, because they are about changes we're trying to make in our life, and what we can do to do that. And we're going to take a look at the situation itself: blocks, fears, obstacles, strengths, actions. I'm going to pull a what you don't see, and then the outcome. And I'm using a Mystic Dreamer Tarot. Yeah, Mystic Dreamer Tarot. So let's go. Let's do this, Capricorn. Chariot and Ace of Pentacles is the situation. Blocks are Three of Cups and Judgment. I'll show you all the cards as I read them. Fears and obstacles, Queen of Pentacles and Five of Cups. Strengths, Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. Action steps, the Moon and Ten of Wands. What you don't see is Six of Cups, and I won't talk about the outcome yet. So Page of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. It's really strange, like, before I started, and I was shuffling long before I started the video. I shuffle a lot. I get in touch with my spirit guides and things. I do that because I don't want to spend all of the time shuffling on camera. But this was on the bottom of the deck for like ever. It's interesting that it ended up on the bottom of the deck again. Anyway, so the Page of Pentacles is really, I think, to me, it talks about learning something new, but spending the time. So the Page of Pentacles does spend the time to get really good at something. Almost has an Eight of Pentacles feel, where you're trying to master something. It can also be a message that comes in about something new, work related, home related, something like that. But you also have Ace of Pentacles in your situation. So this is about something new that's beginning. I have the Chariot here and the Ace of Pentacles as your current situation. That tells me that you are, this is something, I almost feel like this is a move. Yeah, it could be a move, like a physical move, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is something new, and the Chariot, which is movement. It could be traveling for work or something like that, but this feels to me like you're dealing with something that is coming new into your life, that has come in quickly, or it has to do with a move. Okay, I feel like it's an opportunity. I feel like you might be getting an opportunity, Capricorn, to do something new, probably work related, could be relationship, but it may be that you have to move to do that, and that's what you're working through. We'll read more, but I do believe that that's probably what's happening here. So if that is you, then this reading's for you. What's blocking you, and that's another reason, this is another reason why I say that. What's blocking you is Three of Cups and the Judgment. And the reason why those are blocks, I feel Three of Cups could definitely be, if you're moving, you're going to be leaving behind friends, family, things that you're used to, people that you feel good around, that kind of thing. And the Judgment is also, do you really want to start something new? The newness of it, because you're completely switching, is, do I want to start all over again? And it's blocking the thoughts about how this could work out. So a lot of times when we talk about our blocks and our fears and our obstacles, they they're hindering our positive motivation, and they're also hindering our decision, or it could be part of the decision, right? But I feel like that's what this is saying, is that you've got an opportunity, but it may be a move, and you don't want to leave behind your friends, and starting something new is hard, and almost like when you move, especially if you're moving long distance, like out of state or to the other side of a state or something like that, you're starting over. You have to find a grocery store, you have to, find a new doctor, you've got to, it's a big deal. It feels like you're starting over again, and that is definitely something that you're thinking about really strongly, and it really is bugging you a little bit here. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to leave my friends? Do I really want to start all over again? And your fears and obstacles, these make complete sense. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So to me, the Five of Cups could definitely be a fear of being disappointed. What if you move and you do all of this and then you're disappointed? Like, right? I mean, that's scary. That's a scary thought. And then you have Queen of Pentacles, which is, kind of, I feel like this could be missing somebody, like a parent, probably, or someone that's really close to you, that helps you, that you love dearly, that takes care of you, whether it's a friend, a family member, a mother, father. It's non-gender, but it is someone that takes care of you. So I feel like that's definitely an obstacle. Like, do I want to leave this person? Do I want to leave this this situation? And do I want to take the chance of being disappointed? And I'm afraid of that. Like, that's completely natural. What you do have going for you, and I feel like it's the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, or Four of Swords and Seven of Swords. So with that said, because the swords are your mind, you do have a strong mind, and these are both swords. But the Four of Swords says that you've done a lot of healing already. You've taken some time out. You've had the time to take out, before making this decision. Also, the Seven says to me that you will be able to take back, if you move forward, you still will be able to take back your life, so to speak. So know that you have that in you, that you have that in you to be able to do these things, to be able to heal, and to be able to take back your life, so to speak, and really, and this might not be work. This could be relationship too, but I feel like you have the strength to do so, and I think that says a lot in, in this situation. This is definitely something that's, do I start this new thing or not? It could be love. It feels like work, but take it as it resonates. It's moving away and starting over is basically what this situation is, and it's hard. And dealing with that, your action steps is the Moon and the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a pretty easy action step. Carry these burdens a little. The light sometimes. Take a look if you could carry these burdens a little differently. And the Moon, things aren't always as they seem, so remember that. Like, take a deeper look into things before you make any changes, before you make any decisions. It's the Moon shines its light where it's almost like we'd like to say the shadows of the Moon are not always true shadows, and they're kind of wonky shadows, so to speak. I kind of feel like that. Like, they're not real. It's not clear. That's all, And I do, when I see this Moon, especially with action steps, it's really about, don't take things at face value. Check it out. You're not everything, whatever the situation is, make sure that you're seeing everything. Like, make sure that if there's some fine print, that you're reading it. Make sure that you understand everything that you're getting into. Make sure that you, because And basically too, to me, the moon as an action is like crossing all your I's, or crossing your T's and dotting all your I's. Really look into this, because this is a big part of how to get through the rest of these challenges, is to really be able to go, okay, is this really going to be good? Am I just thinking it's good? Or do I think I have to? You know, so like if it's a move or a new job, is it so much more money where you think you have to? But if you have to move for a job, and even if it's a raise and a lot more money, is the cost of living higher where you're going? So is it really that much more money? Those kind of things you really got to like. I have moved for work before, and while things worked out fine, there were things I didn't consider, even though I got quite a bit of a raise. The cost of living was a lot higher where I went, and it I broke even basically. I wasn't making any more money, so I moved, across country, and it was a good job, so it was worth it. But again, make sure you understand it, because it, what's it really going to bring you? I do identify with this, because when I did that, like, I ended up not getting the title I was supposed to and promised. The money ended up being okay, not great. The experience was awesome, but you know, sometimes I go, well, should I really have done that? Hindsight, yeah, because I met a lot of cool people, but um, I just think that really, really understand, because people only want you to see what they want you to see. If they think you're awesome and they think you're great and they're offering you this job or whatever it is, if it's a relationship, same thing, just really make sure you understand what's being handed to you. And the 10 of Wands is, look at, it's also carrying loads differently, but also knowing that you're going to do what you're going to do, the right thing, because the 10 of Wands to me is also a completion that you've worked hard for. And this does say that you've put in a lot of hard work, whatever the situation is, and know that. What you don't see is the Six of Cups. And I feel like that is really just a reminder of the past. So this is going to be something that ends up reminding you of something that was in the past. And I feel like this situation is going to bring back that memory, good or bad, I don't know. Six of Cups is usually good, but it's also, when we live in the past too much, we don't see with the future. But it also is about like a reminder of the past. So you could have something coming in and it's like, oh my God, this is exactly like this past situation. And, how does that feel, and what is that like? So this is a good and bad thing, right? So if it's something that you don't see and it's going to remind you of the past, it depends on what that past was, right? So if you're feeling like this is reminiscent of something, what was that? What did you do wrong? What did you do right? And use those lessons to make your next decision moving forward. That's to me what the Six of Cups is telling us too, that we don't see it. Here's the problem. The outcome is the Tower. So I feel like in here shortly, the next month or so, things will change anyway. So I would be really careful before jumping. If you don't have to, like if it's a job, do you have to jump right now? When do you have to have an answer? To me, the Tower being in the outcome, it's almost like, if you can give it some time, because this Tower may switch things up completely. If you have to make a decision right away, then you have to make a decision right away. And I don't want the tarot reading to go, oh, I'm not going to, because there's going to be a Tower and it's going to change things, because the Tower could be a negative change too, but it could be a positive change. So, really, I would not rush it, because also the moon in the action tells me not to rush it. There's going to be light shown. You're going to, you could see the light, and this says that there's going to be a change, and it will be unexpected. You're not going to expect this. Whatever this change is, it's going to kind of go, oh my God, what is this? I'm going to, let me, let me look at the lights here. I'm going to pull a couple cards on the Tower, just so you kind of have an idea. Well, can you please give us 2 cards? There we go, on the Tower, as the outcome for Capricorn, their situation that feels like a move of some sort. One more card, please. Oh, I think that you're going to see things clearly. So I think this Tower is about, because, okay, so also I had the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. I'm trying to keep my little space neat here. And then we have the Wheel, and the 5 of Swords is clarifying the Tower. So I feel like that's saying that, yeah, something is moving forward, and I feel like that it's going to give you the clarity that you need, because that's going to be the shift. Is right now you're confused, right? With the Moon also as being our action, and this guy scratching his head like, oh my God, what's going on? And the Wheel, you're going to be shown something here in the near future here. I read really current, so I don't feel like this Tower should be too far out. I think it's going to be a close enough where you are going to be able to understand what this Tower is before you make a decision, or even if you make a decision but you haven't like done the work to get the move going, or spent the money or whatever. You're going to find out something's going to change. And it's going to change this whole situation anyway. But I want to be clear that, this is a tarot reading. It's for entertainment purposes. So, I don't want you to like, oh my God. But I do want you to know that I feel like if this resonates, then that, and again, like if I were to give the advice too is this, well, the 6 of Cups, knowing that this could be reminiscent of something in the past. So really look at that as well. But I feel like the Tower is about getting clarity. Or like if it's a job, maybe the job goes away, or it's a new, or something new comes in, like a new opportunity. It's just a total change, and it's just so totally unexpected. So things will change for you. And just be aware of that as you move forward. So Capricorn, there you have it. There is your, what I call my personal growth readings. I hope that resonated. Please let me know if it did. If not, take a look at your rising or your moon sign. Because I do feel like these are, I feel like you watch what you need to watch when it comes to personal growth. They'll make sense. So take care and have a beautiful day.